I thought that it was about time that I introduced myself properly and told you about all the plans that I have for the flower farm. Firstly, my name is Sinead and I'm based in the Staffordshire Moorlands, and that is zone 8B for all you flower growers out there. I am completely and utterly new to this. I've never done anything like this before. I've not even really grown flowers before, like not even at home. And the original plan wasn't even flower farming. In fact, I was researching into market gardening, and I just stumbled across some videos, as you do on YouTube, of the flower farmers, and I thought, you know what, that looks way nicer. I just loved the look of the paddocks that they had. I loved the way they were putting the bouquets together, and I suppose it could have a little bit to do with the fact that growing up, my mum was a florist and she had her own floral gift shop, so that's where I spent my childhood. But I was really young, I didn't really get involved in the business, so I have always had an interest in flowers. I've just never done anything with that interest. So the land that I'm using for the flower farm is land that I do already own. I was fortunate enough that about 12 years ago now, my dad got in touch with someone that he knew years prior, if his land was available for rent and if I could rent it off him, and it turns out it was available. So I rented it for a while before buying it. So it does just go to show, like, if you do just get out there sometimes and get in touch with local farmers and people who own land, it's quite often they will have little pockets that they're not using, so it's always worth an ask. And because I've cut down on the number of horses that I have, this is why I do have this spare paddock now. It's about half an acre, which is a good size, but I've got nothing really set up on the land for what your class is for flower farming. I've just purchased a small polytunnel. It's like a garden polytunnel, so it's not really completely ideal, but it's doing the job for now. And I'm using an old field shelter as a potting shed. It is a little bit worse for wear and it does need some work doing on it this year, but for now I managed to just set up a corner of it with a little bench, so I've just been able to get a few things started in there. My overall plan with it all is to eventually open up as a pick your own flower field, because I just love the idea of people being able to come down, enjoy the flowers, pick whatever they want. And then I am going to be setting up some picnic benches under the oak tree, which you can see behind me there. It's got no leaves on it yet, but it's like a lovely umbrella of shade. So I'm going to be putting some picnic benches around it, so when people have picked their own flowers, they can sit down in the shade, have a relax, have a little natter, put the bouquets together and just generally just have a nice time. But that will be more planned for next year onwards. This year I'm just treating it as a trial run, because trying to juggle home life, I have 2 young children, both in primary school. I also work part-time, so juggling that plus setting up this flower farm, there's just never enough hours in the day. And with me having to completely learn everything from scratch, I thought I don't really need the pressure. So I'm just going to take my time, get it all set up, and fingers crossed I'll be opening next year. So this year it'll probably just be family and friends popping down, picking some flowers. I can get some bouquets put together. If I sell some, that will be absolutely amazing. I've toyed with the idea of farmers markets, but I'm not entirely sure about those yet. But who knows, it might be something I do and I might really enjoy it. But for now, the plan is to just carry on seed sowing, get some bits and bobs out into the flower beds. I still need to get that rabbit mesh done. I'm thinking, instead of doing the whole perimeter of the paddock to start off with, because it's quite a big job, I might just do a temporary rabbit mesh fencing around the beds. This fence is here at the moment. This is just to stop the horses from trampling over the flower beds because I've set them the task of grazing this paddock off because there is so much grass. If you want to see how I'm getting on, see how the journey ends up panning out, don't forget to subscribe. I have got some videos already of what I have been up to. I've started about 100 dahlias. Again, because it's a small polytunnel, I had to just stack bread crates with them in. I've got my first seed started and they have germinated really quickly, which surprised me if I'm honest with you. And if you'd like to see what comes next, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.